Good morning, students. Today's topic is again pressure measurement only. In that pressure measurement, we are going to see other different types of instruments. Okay, please tell me whether my screen is visible or not. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. In the previous class, we have seen basic measuring instruments like a manometer. Basic one is manometer. The shape of this tube is a U shape, U-tube manometer. Okay. Next one is well type manometer. Left hand side well shape is there, and the right hand side cylindrical shape is there. This is the U2 U2 manometer modification. This is the well type manometer. Whereas this cylindrical type of tube, I'm going to convert it into inclined shape. Next one is inclined type of manometer. In this inclined type of manometer, we have not seen this equation yesterday. This is the, let it be, I'm going to take this pressure. P1 is unknown pressure, P2 is atmospheric pressure. We know this basic equation. Gauge uh, gauge pressure is equal to rho g h, and I am going to take this height h is equal to L, length L. This is the length L, sine theta. This is the angle theta. P1 minus P2 is equal to rho g L sine theta. And if, in order to know this only P1 is equal to P2 plus rho GL sine theta. Like that, this is one type of one textbook equation. Another type of equation can also be written like this. That is PA minus this is the PA minus PB is equal to GR1 into this is the R1, GR1 into rho A minus rho B into sine alpha. Sine alpha, this is the angle here, taken it as alpha. That's why this is sine alpha. We can write, you can write here as sine theta also. Okay, this is the equation for inclined manometer. Okay, next we have seen the different types of mechanical pressure instruments. That is diaphragm as well as capsule. Diaphragm, this is the flat type diaphragm. This is the just like a flat type of plate, flat plate structure like that. Whereas it is the corrugated type of diaphragm. Corrugated type of diaphragm is used for high pressure measurement, whereas flat type is medium or low type of pressure measurement can be done. Capsule. Capsule. This is the formation can be takes place by joining of two diaphragm. Corrugated type of diaphragms can be joined together, and we can make this capsule like this. Okay, one end is given unknown pressure, and another end mechanical movement of the diaphragm may takes place. Next one is Bourdon tube manometer. These two, in this class we are going to see very important type of instruments, that is Bourdon tube as well as bellows. Okay, these two. Let me show that one. These two. This is the Bourdon tube as well as bellows. These two are very important. మీకు ఎగ్జామ్స్లో కూడా మెయిన్ ఇప్పుడు ప్రెజర్ మెజర్మెంట్ అడిగారు అనుకున్నాం మాకు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మానోమీటరు, ఈ డయాఫ్రమ్ టైప్ క్యాప్సూల్, ఇవన్నీ కూడా లైట్గా టచ్ చేయాలి. మీరు మెయిన్గా చెప్పాల్సింది ఏంటంటే బోర్డాన్ ట్యూబ్ బెల్లోస్ గురించి ఎక్కువ చెప్పాలి. ఓకే, బోర్డాన్ ట్యూబ్. This is a curved or twisted metallic tube. This is a just like a corrugated type of diaphragm type pressure measurement device. It is also a curved or twisted metallic tube having an elliptical cross section and sealed at other end. It is having an elliptical cross section. It consists of elliptical cross section and sealed at other end. This tube tends to straighten out an application of pressure, and the angular deflection of the free end is taken as the measurement of the pressure. In the C-shaped tube, the angular deflection is normally measured with a mechanical pointer. We are going to take this is the C-shaped. C-shaped. The angular deflection is normally measured with a mechanical pointer moving over a calibrated scale. The deflection of a Bourdon tube varies with the ratio of its major to the minor cross-sectional axis, tube length, difference between the internal and external pressures, and radius of curvature. All this depends upon all these parameters. I am going to acquire the measurement of the pressure. It is also varies inversely with the tube wall thickness also. It is also varies inversely depends upon the if the tube wall thickness increases, pressure is going to decrease like that. It is the inversely proportional. The tube wall thickness and elasticity of the material used. Board-on tubes are fabricated with metal alloys such as brass, phosphor, bronze, beryllium, copper, stainless steel, and nickel alloys. These are the depends upon these materials. Board-on tube fabrication may differ here. This is the shape of board-on tube. I am going to give some pressure here, and this is the calibrated scale from 0 to 100. It is given 0 to 100 psi like that. It is going to be given, and this is the tip. This is the mechanical screw linkages. This is the geared sector and pinion. Gear. These can be accessed as a gears like this. This is the gears. This acts as a gear and pinion shape, and this is the pointer. The movement of this pointer is mainly because of the unknown pressure here. I am going to give some unknown pressure, and it is transferred to this, and it is going to be transferred to this tip. The Due to that pressure, the tip movement may takes place here. The displacement in this tip movement may takes place. Due to the displacement in this tip movement, this gear movement will takes place. These gears movement will be takes place, and the pointer is going to be move upon this scale. And I am going to acquire the what is the pressure, what is the pressure measure, what is the how much amount of pressure is given here across the input side, and I am going to acquire the pressure reading upon this scale. Okay, this tube, this tube, we can call this tube as Bourdon tube. Okay, this is the this is the shape of Bourdon tube, and the construction of Bourdon tube is given here. Okay, it is the C-shaped, and it consists of major cross-sectional axis, tube length, differential internal and external pressures, radius of the curvature, and the internal tube wall thickness, elasticity of the material. And this board and tube are made up of different metals like brass, phosphor, bronze, beryllium, copper, titan, stainless steel, nickel. All these alloys it is going to be manufactured. And the advantage of this board and tube is it is low cost, simple in construction, high sensitivity, good reliability, high pressure range at low high pressure range to low pressure range is at low pressures is possible. This sentence formation is not good. Uh, Please remove this one. At low pressures, I will remove. I will remove in this material later. High pressure measurement is possible. High accuracy is possible. They are easily adapted for design for obtaining electrical outputs. We are going to easily adapt it. This instrument is going to be adapted for design of obtaining the electrical outputs also. Electrical outputs also that can be that pointer and pinion structure can be given to some electrical devices, and we can LVDT like that. We can obtain the output voltage. We can obtain output voltage in terms of some millivolts like that. We have already seen this one. YouTube Mano, this Bourdon tube is connected to some LVDT. Disadvantages: low spring gradient of a Bourdon tube limits its use for precision measurement. A pressure of 3 meganewton per meter square. This is going to very this Bourdon tube limits the use of precision measurement ఏమన్నా చేయాలనుకుంటే it is going to it is not going to obtain that precision type of measurement by using this Bourdon tube. Low spring gradient will take place here, and the Bourdon tubes are more sensitive to shock and vibrations also. This Bourdon tube is going to damage because of this shock, electrical shocks and vibrations also. Okay, then diaphragms and hence are used for the static measurement. These Bourdon tube are mainly used for static pressure measurement. Okay, these are the advantages and disadvantages of Bourdon tube. You need to write the construction of this Bourdon tube first one, and simple working of this Bourdon tube. Later on, advantage and disadvantages of this Bourdon tube. Next one is bellows. Next one is bellows. This is the shape of bellows. This is the shape. Actually, in some textbooks, it may be given like this also. Both are correct. ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ కొంచెం కాంప్లికేటెడ్గా ఉందమ్మా, ఇట్లా వేసినా సరిపోతుంది మీరు. The shape of the bellow can also be drawn like this. You can also draw like this. Okay, this is also bellow. This diagram is somewhat complicated. This pressure, we are going to give some pressure here. The stretching of this bellow may takes place here. Initially the bellow is in this suppressed shape. ఇంత సైజ్ మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది మన బెల్లో. మనం ప్రెషర్ ఇవ్వకముందు అంతా సప్రెస్ అయిపోయి ఉంటుంది, మొత్తం ఇట్లాగా సప్రెస్ అయిపోయి ఉంటుంది అనమాట. The shape of this bellow is suppressed like this. Whenever pressure is given for this bellow, the elongation of this bellow will takes place, and the structure of the bellow is going to be very long like that. Initially it is in the small size. It is in the suppressed shape. ఒక స్మాల్ ప్లేట్ లా ఉంటుందమ్మా బెల్లో. ఫస్ట్ మనం ఇంకా ప్రెషర్ ఏమి ఇవ్వకముందు ఒక స్మాల్ ప్లేట్ లా ఉంటుంది. వెనెవర్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ సమ్ ప్రెషర్ టు దిస్ బెల్లో, the elongation of this bellow is going to be like this. And we can observe the difference between the with pressure and without pressure by using this bellow very easily. Okay, we will move to the theoretical part. Bellows are thin-walled cylindrical shells with deep convolutions are going to be takes place here. Thin walls cylindrical shells with deep convolutions. Inside some convoluted type of structures will be takes place inside the bellows. They are sealed at one end. They are going to be sealed at, this is the sealing at one end may takes place. Sealed at one end. The sealed end moves axially when pressure is applied to other end here. The sealed end moves axially. This end is going to be moves axially in the axial direction. The sealed end is going to be moved when pressure is applied to the other end. Depending upon the pressure range requires displacement and operating temperature here. This required depending upon the pressure range, depends upon this pressure range required displacement. ఈ ప్రెషర్ అప్లై చేసాం అనుకున్నామా, ఈ బెల్లోలో ఏమవుతుంది, డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ మూమెంట్, ఈ బెల్లో షేప్ మారుతుందా, మారినప్పుడు కొంచెం డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ జరుగుతున్నట్టేనా ఇన్సైడ్ దిస్ బెల్లో, అట్లాగనమాట. వెన్ ఎవర్ ఐఎమ్ అప్లయింగ్ సమ్ ప్రెషర్ హియర్, డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ మే టేక్స్ ప్లేస్ ఇన్సైడ్ దిస్ బెల్లో. Here, depending upon the pressure range, required displacement and operating temperatures, the number of convolutions may vary from 5 to 20 psi. The variation may takes place here. Bellows are normally used for low pressure measurement. It is going to be used for low pressure measurement. In industries, most of the applications bellows are going to be used. They are sensitive to vibration. Again, these bellows are sensitive to vibrations. The material used for fabrication of bellows are same: phosphor, bronze, beryllium, copper, stainless steel, and nickel alloys. Whatever the material we are using for the board and tube, the same materials can be used for the this bellows also. Okay. The pressure is applied. The the pressure is applied, the elongation of this bellow may takes place. After this elongation of this bellow, it is given to the pointer and the scale. Then the movement in this pointer may takes place. I can acquire the what is the amount of pressure I have given for this bellow. Okay, this is very very simple working for the bellow. Okay, Bourdon tube is also just similar. Pressure is applied, and this tip movement may takes place. This is the displacement in this tip movement may takes place, and the movement in this link and links and gears will takes place. The gear movement will give the pressure. What is the pressure we have applied? That is going to be indicated upon this calibrated scale. This is the difference between Bourdon tube and bellows. And next one is electric pressure transducers. Electric pressure transducers. All these comes under this diaphragms, capsule, bellows, and this Bourdon tube. All these comes under mechanical transducers. Okay, these from now onwards we will see the electrical type of pressure transducers. Okay, any of the elastic deforming elements such as Bourdon tube, bellows, diaphragms can join to an electric device which forms the electric pressure transducer. ఇప్పుడు ఈ మెకానికల్ డివైస్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి మన ఎలక్ట్రికల్ ట్రాన్స్డ్యూసర్ అంటే సెకండరీ ట్రాన్స్డ్యూసర్కి అప్లై చేస్తే that can be converted into electrical also. Okay, the pressure transducer may produce a change of resistance, inductance, and capacitance. The displacement of an elastic element is given either to mobile contact of potentiometer. The displacement of an electric element. Okay, ఏదైనా ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఎలిమెంట్ డిస్ప్లేస్మెంట్ జరిగింది అనుకున్నాము ఈజ్ గివెన్ ఎయిదర్ టు మోబైల్ కాంటాక్ట్ ఆఫ్ పొటెన్షియోమీటర్ ఆఫ్ ఎల్విడిటి కోర్ ఆర్ ఎనీ ఇండక్టివ్ ఆర్ కెపాసిటివ్ డివైస్. ఇప్పుడు పొటెన్షియోమీటర్ ఆఫ్ ఎల్విడిటి కోర్కి ఇచ్చిన పర్లేదు, ఆర్ ఎనీ ఇండక్టివ్ ఆర్ కెపాసిటివ్ డివైస్కి ఇచ్చిన వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు సీ దిస్ వన్. ఓకే, these are the some of the electrical quantities we are going to given in the form of secondary transducer గా దీనికి ఒక ప్రైమరీ ట్రాన్స్డ్యూసర్కి అటాచ్ చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. అటాచ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనకి ఇండక్టెన్స్ వల్ల వేరియేషన్ రావచ్చు, కెపాసిటెన్స్ వల్ల వేరియేషన్ రావచ్చు, చేంజ్ ఇన్ ది రెసిస్టెన్స్ వల్ల కూడా మనకు వేరియేషన్ రావచ్చు అనమాట. అది డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ దట్ వేరియేషన్ ఇన్ ది రెసిస్టెన్స్, ఇండక్టెన్స్ అండ్ కెపాసిటెన్స్. ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు మెజర్ దిస్ ప్రెషర్. Okay, in terms of those parameters I am going to measure the pressure. Thus we can have the following type of electrical pressure transducers: variable resistance pressure pickup, variable inductance pressure pickup, variable capacitance pressure pickup, bonded strain gauge pressure pickup, piezoelectric pressure pickup. Pickup means transducer. Simple. This is the other notation for transducer. Pickup means transducer only. And in this high pressure measurement, the pressures up to the 10,000 psi can be measured satisfactorily with the help of a strain gauge or Bourdon tubes. When the pressure is below 10,000 psi, while if it exceeds 10,000 psi, then we have to use high pressure measurement techniques. In general, for the high pressure measurements, electrical gauges based on the resistance change are used here. Okay, electrical gauges based on the resistance change. Principle of operation: during high pressure measurements, when high pressure is applied to the electrical conductor, the resistance of the conductor changes. Generally, in electrical gauges based on resistance change, used as a pressure detector. A sensitive fine wire, is wound through a loose coil. ఒక సెన్సిటివ్ ఫైన్ వైర్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి వౌండ్ త్రూ ఏ లూజ్ కాయిల్ ద్వారా మనం ఒక సెన్సిటివ్ ఫైన్ వైర్ని వౌండ్ చేస్తాం అనమాట ఒక లూజ్ కాయిల్కి. వెన్ హై ప్రెషర్ ఈస్ అప్లైడ్, the electrical resistance of the wire changes. Whenever we are applying high pressure here to that instrument, then this change in the resistance is going to be takes place. When high pressure is applied, the electrical resistance of the wire changes due to the bulk compression effect. ఈ బల్క్ కంప్రెషన్ ఎఫెక్ట్ వల్ల ఆ చేంజ్ ఇన్ ద రెసిస్టెన్స్ అనేది జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. ఆ చేంజ్ ఇన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ జరగటం వల్ల మనకి వాట్ ఈస్ హౌ మచ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రెషర్ వీఆర్ అప్లైడ్ అనేది కూడా తెలుసుకోవచ్చు అనమాట ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రెషర్. ఓకే, thus the change in the resistance is calibrated in terms of applied pressure. Hence, the resistance pressure gauge used for high pressure measurement is known as bulk modulus resistance pressure gauge. We can call this resistance pressure gauge, we can call this resistance pressure gauge as bulk modulus resistance pressure gauge also. This is the shape of bulk modulus resistance pressure gauge. This one, the high pressure is going to be applied here. This is just like a bellow shape or bellow shape అనుకున్నాం ఇది. Okay, this is the bellow shape. This is the outside of this one is kerosene filled bellow. Kerosene is going to be filled here. And this is the sensing element. Wire wound అని చెప్పాం కదమ్మా, ఆ wire wound. This one is the wire wound. Electrical loose coil. This is the sensitive fine wire is wound through the loose coil. This one. Okay, and this is the electrode pressure seal. These two are the electrodes pressure seal. Okay, and wire width. This is the wire width insulator coated over it. This is the wire wound insulated. It is going to be insulated, and it is going to be given here due to this this insulator coated wire is going to be given to the bridge circuitry. Why we are giving for the bridge circuitry means what is the change in the resistance can be measured by using this bridge circuitry. In terms of that change in the resistance, I am going to obtain the what is the pressure. Okay, this pressure is given for the instrument from this coil. I am going to obtain the change in the resistance from this Wheatstone bridge circuit. Okay, this is the arrangement for bulk modulus resistance pressure gauge. Okay, so please practice this one. This is very important. In bulk modulus resistance pressure gauge, a sensitive fine wire of material like manganese or gold chrome is wound through the loose coil. One end of the wire is grounded to the pressure cell body itself, while the other end is brought out through a suitable insulator. అదే వైర్కి connected wire laga it is brought out through a suitable insulator and is connected to bridge circuit terminals here. This wire is going to be connected to the bridge circuitry. The coil is enclosed in a kerosene filled bellows. The kerosene filled bellow transmits measured pressure to the coil. That measured pressure inside this bellow, that pressure is going to be transmit to this coil. Inside this bellow, normally if we are applying this pressure, the elongation of this bellow may takes place, and that entire pressure is going to be sensed by this coil, and it is transmitted to this insulated wire to the bridge circuit. The coil, the kerosene filled bellow transmits measured pressure to the coil. The change in the resistance of the wire is linear with pressure and can be measured with Wheatstone bridge. The gold chrome wire is preferred over manganese wire. Gold chrome wire maximum use చేస్తారమ్మా when compared to this manganese wire, because its temperature sensitivity is low. Its temperature sensitivity is low as compared to the manganese wire. Okay, this is about bulk modulus resistance pressure gauge. We will see some basics of this vacuum gauges. Okay, this is also comes under pressure measurement only. Pressure below atmospheric pressure is referred to as vacuum pressure. Okay, atmospheric pressure కంటే కూడా బిలో ఉందనుకోండి, తక్కువగా ఉందనుకోండి, I can treat this pressure as vacuum pressure. Okay, pressure below atmospheric pressure is referred to as vacuum pressure. The vacuum ranges used in practice are as follows: medium, medium high vacuum, that is in the range of 1 to 10 power minus 3 torrs, and high vacuum 10 power minus 3 to 10 power minus 7 torrs. Very high vacuum less than 10 power minus 7 torrs. Medium high vacuum, very high vacuum, very high vacuum. These are the ranges here, 3 different ranges. High vacuum is essential for the fabrication and processing of television tubes, X-ray tubes, microwave tubes also. For this manufacturing, we are going to use this vacuum type of processing is going to be done. The vacuum measurement can be carried out with the help of following devices. Those are McLeod gauge, thermal conductivity gauge. In the thermal conductivity gauge, there are two gauges here, that is Pirani gauge, thermocouple gauge. You will see these devices. McLeod gauge. This McLeod gauge, time will not permit. Okay, we will see this basic principle for this class. Okay, McLeod gauge is used for measurement of low pressures. We normally use this McLeod gauge. L means you can for memorizing sake, L is there. That is low pressures. We are going to use for low pressures. It is nothing but a special development of a sealed YouTube manometer. It is sealed basic principle ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకున్నారంటే sealed YouTube manometer నుంచి తీసుకున్నారనమాట basis, in which low pressure fluid is compressed to high pressures, and then it is read by using basic manometer technique. Principle of operation: the operation of McLeod gauge is based on Boyle's law. The Boyle's law states that at a constant temperature for a fixed mass of a gas, the product of pressure and vacuum of a gas is constant. This is the Boyle's law statement. At a constant temperature for a fixed mass of a gas, the product of pressure and volume of a gas is going to be constant. In McLeod gauge, a gas of volume V1 with a pressure P1 is trapped and the compressed to a new volume V2 at a new pressure P2. V1 McLeod gauge ki manam volume V1 with a pressure P1 తో ఇస్తాము first, and it is compressed to the and it is converted to new volume V2 at a pressure P2. It is going to be converted, and hence according to the Boyle's law we can write here as P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. In the above equation, V1 comma V2 and P2 are known, and from these known values an initial unknown pressure P1 can be obtained as this one: P1 is equal to P2 V2 by V1. Okay, this is the McLeod's gauge. this construction part we will see in the next class. Okay, I will stop here in today's class. In today's class, we have seen the Bourdon tube, its advantages, a working principle of Bourdon tube, construction of Bourdon tube, working principle of Bourdon tube, and advantage and disadvantage of Bourdon tube. Okay, next one, bellows, construction of this bellow, first diagram and construction of this bellow later on. Simple, what are the constructional features of this bellow, simple basic principle of this bellow, and finally what are the materials used for this bellow. And you can write what are the advantages and disadvantages also by browsing some internet or some other textbook. Okay, next, electric pressure transducer. In that resistive type of resistance pressure pickup, that is resistance pressure transducer, we have seen bulk pressure measurement, bulk high pressure measurement or bulk pressure measurement using resistance type. We have seen this is the bulk modulus resistance pressure gauge. We have seen this is the instrument. High pressure is given from this terminal and it is given to kerosene filled bellow, and thereafter it is transmitted to the high sensitive wire, and from this sensitive wire, insulated wire, it is transmitted to the insulated wire, and thereafter it is connected to the Wheatstone bridge. From this Wheatstone bridge, this pressure is converted to changing the resistance. In terms of changing the resistance, I can obtain the what is the high value of pressure. Okay, this is the constructional features of that one. Next one is vacuum gauges. Very low, below the atmospheric pressure. Below the atmospheric pressure, we can use this term, that is vacuum pressure. Vacuum pressure, and that three different ranges are given. The main applications of this high vacuum pressure is we are going to use in the processing of TV tubes, X-ray tubes, microwave tubes, like that. Okay, first one, MacLeod gauge, we have seen half of the part. Basic principle we have seen, that is Boyle's law, depends upon the Boyle's law. Basic principle is MacLeod's operation mainly depends upon P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. P1 is known as unknown pressure. We will see this one in the next class. Okay.